Hello and welcome, my name is Ahira and this is my Let's Play series of Europa Universalis IV with the new expansion Mare Nostrum, where we will be playing as the Ottoman Empire. In the last couple of sessions we were busy trying to get back our cores. We didn't get the last core back from Karaman because they were too big to take in one war, and we haven't taken Kanda yet because they are allied to Mamluks. And we also took care of AQ, let's just call them that, and released Syria. So we now have a vassal, and we're gonna use Syria to feed a bunch of cores down here to save some admin points. And we are getting ready to go to war with Wallachia now, and let's get our armies up there. Bunch of stuff happening at the start. And I'm thinking it's almost time to start attacking the Mamluks. And yeah, but I'll wait taking the mission until we're done with this war, because you are actually, if you look here, this is a lot of territory, and it is actually quite hard taking it all in like one war. Or you can take it in one war, and it's kind of hard to take them before the claims actually run out, so you need to be attacking them. Oh, Hungary, yeah, that's right. I think we were building some cavalry as well. I wanted to. I guess I forgot. Maybe we didn't have enough money at that point. Let's just build them here. I'm wondering why it's so... Why is there still unrest here? There's still separatism. Okay. I'm pretty sure that used to go away with the whole becoming a capital thing, but I guess that's not a thing. So I'll wait a little bit for those two last soldiers. We do need to kind of slow down with the whole endless war thing anyway, though, because I want to be getting that first idea. Let's talk ideas while we wait. Okay, so what is ideas? Well, we have technology, and that gives certain advantages to you, but that's the same for everyone. But ideas are different. Ideas you get when you reach certain points. Oh, let's take this first. Nobles demand recompensation. The state to lift off the contribution of the nobles for too long period of time. Now the country is doing well, so the nobility is eager to get a cut of the cake. So we can ignore them and lose one stability, or we can pay a bunch of money, take up a loan, and give some loyalty. I would rather have a loan than lose stability, so let's just do that. Anyway, as I was saying, ideas you get from administrative technology, and you get them at certain levels. You will get the first one at level 5. And ideas are a way to specialize your country. There are a bunch of ideas, but one of them is your national ideas, which you will get unlocked when you unlock other idea groups. First of all, we have some traditions that we have from the start of the game, and as Ottomans we have +5 discipline, and discipline directly converts into combat damage, so having discipline is really nice. And then we also give +3 tolerance of heathens, and this is also really nice because tolerance makes it less likely for religious rebellions. So with a country that has so many Orthodox cores to start with, and who basically will go and conquer a lot of Orthodox country and maybe even Christian or not Christian Catholic country or states over here, it's really nice to have that little bonus. And then of course we also have our national ideas. First off, we have one of the best national ideas in the whole game, at least in my mind, and that's called millets. And it gives you a 33% discount on core creation, which is huge. And furthermore, it gives you a -15% accepted culture threshold. And we'll probably get into this a little bit later, but it's kind of the same deal as with religion, that if you don't have the same culture as the country's main culture, then you get certain penalties. And this helps us having more accepted cultures that don't get that penalty. Then the next one is Ghazi, also really powerful. This doesn't give extra manpower, it just means that they recover faster. So we have a maximum manpower of 39,288, and usually the amount you get back is based off of rebuilding it over, I think it's 10 years or 12 years, something like that. I can't remember the exact figure. But if you get manpower recovery speed, then you don't get a higher maximum, but you recover it faster, and that's really nice. It means you can go to war more often. And if you remember from, I think it was the first session, the Ottomans also have an idea that gives them plus 10%, or not an idea, a national decision that gives them plus 10% manpower for 100 admin points. So those two play really well together, and of course along with all the land we take, that ends up comprising the huge war machine that is the Ottomans. Then we get the Timurad system, which gives extra compatibility for cavalry, and again, compatibility directly translates into damage. So this is just 15% extra damage for our cavalry. Then we have Ottoman Pashas. This is so and so, cost of reducing war exhaustion minus 10%. And this is because when you get into wars and get a lot of war exhaustion, you can pay diplomatic points to reduce it, or you can just let it bleed off. But in order to let it bleed off, it has to be peacetime. So if you're gonna go to a lot of wars, this is kind of nice. And I guess once we get to later points in the game where we are pretty much always at war, it might be nice to have this little cost reduction. Then there's some extra tax. You can never say no to extra tax. Then we have trade efficiency, the same deal, just for trade, extra money. Trade efficiency is basically, you can see here, right now we have 40% trade efficiency, meaning that we get a 40% bonus to our trade income, and we can of course increase that, both with other ideas, and we increase it with this. And finally we get minus 10% on ship cost, making it easier for us when we want to shift from galleys into heavy ships later on in the game. And then once we get all of these ideas, we also get a bonus to our land force limit, so we can support a bigger army. But of course, to unlock all this, we need to unlock the normal ideas, and there's a bunch to choose from. Basically, there are 3 categories based off of the 3 kinds of bonds. There are administrative, diplomatic, and military. And the first one I want to go for is one that plays very well together with the first of our normal national ideas, and that is administrative ideas. Now, going for administrative ideas is always tough, because you also need your administrative points to core new provinces. So if you're going for a administrative idea group, that means you can't go too much to war. So that's what I mean. We need to kind of start to hold back soon so we can get this, but there's a really good reason for it, and it's this one. Minus 24%, 25% core creation cost on top of the 33% that we had, and if you then also add a claim which gives 10%, then we are up at about 68% reduction in core creation cost. That is huge. That's gonna save us so many admin points. And my philosophy is, a country like Ottomans don't really need a lot of other ideas to become powerful. So getting this early on will save us a lot of admin points in the long run and make it possible for us to just go way more to war and do way more things. There's also some other nice stuff. There's like cheaper mercenaries, which we probably won't use too much as the Ottomans. There's less interest on loans. Probably won't use that too much anyway. The same, more mercenaries. Possible advisors is nice because it makes it more likely that you'll get a nice bonus to your advisors that you can use. Then there's a 10% bonus to administrative tech cost, and that's really nice, especially since we're going to be using our admin points for coring, hopefully. So having cheaper tech means we can more easily stay on ahead of time on tech. And then this is new. It used to give extra production income, so like your different states would produce more goods, but it's been changed with the new expansion to increase your maximum number of states to +3, or give a +3 bonus. So let's go look at that. Normally you will have a bonus from your type of government, a base value of 5, and then a government rank. And because we are an empire, we get a plus 10. So we can already have 20 states. With that idea, we'll then go to 23 states. And then later on, I think we could change this. Yeah, we can change into more enlightened government and get more states. Seems like the maximum number of 10, so we can get to a maximum number of states of 28. So that's a big increase. So that's what the plan is anyway. I think now is the time that we declare on Wallachia and see if Hungary will actually support them in this. Let's get the guy back from Wallachia. And they will actually go protect them. Do Hungary have any? They have Austria, so we don't want to be calling them in as a co-belligerent. We just want to be beating them down. So, how much army? I just want to make sure that we can actually easily beat Hungary, because we don't have that much manpower left. Hungary, 22,000. I'm thinking whether I maybe want to build up some more. We don't have any manpower. I think we'll be fine. Hopefully we won't lose too much manpower, but gotta take some chances. Let's just do it. Where's the good guy? No shock. One shock. I guess it's better than nothing. We'll send him in to deal with that. And he has no siege, so split him, take those two other provinces. And we blocked that. And I think I'll just keep most of this stack here, maybe move the cavalry and a couple of the infantry, and just move them in. Oh, I actually need more. Move some of it out so we don't waste too much manpower on standing in there. Oh, we should probably move this guy over here. Ready to meet that stack if he attacks. Should probably also go down to speed 3. It's a bad idea going to war with too much speed. Suddenly you'll be in a battle and you wouldn't even know how it started. I've tried that so many times where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna cruise through this war at speed 4. Oh shit, I lost an army. And now the AI kind of seems stuck. He wants to go around, but he's like, oh, that's an army. What am I gonna do? Gonna walk back and forth forever. A donation. We have been approached by several imams who have asked for our financial support. Their own coffers are nearly empty, and they need more gold to aid their continuous efforts in providing spiritual guidance and charity for those in need. So we can gain piety for money. So what piety? Okay, I would actually like this. We can afford it, but only because we took that loan, but I think it's worth it. Get some extra conversion speed and some extra morale for our armies. This is really weird. I think he'll be suffering the attrition, even though he is not actually sieging down the province. Guess I can complain. Where's he at, like? He had 22,000. Did he build up? Yeah. He has 18,000 manpower, so let's follow that number and see if he loses manpower from that stupid trick. Ooh, he's actually moving now. Yeah, we can move them in here. Do we want to attack him? No, not into woods. I will want to attack this 2-stack though. Kinda want him to attack me somewhere that's probably not in farmlands though. We're just gonna leave one guy behind to make sure that the siege value is kept, and then we're gonna reinforce that right away. And reinforce with these guys once this battle is over. Oh, he gave up. Let's just keep them here then. They already marched too far, so we may lose like one siege tick, but compared to losing those 7, I think it's okay. So he's in farmlands now, and he's leaving again. Be nice if we could catch him attacking us somewhere. Now he will be in woods in 2 days, so probably not. Ooh, we have all of those conquer missions now. Interesting. So now a month have passed. Let's check out. Hungary is actually, I think there was 16,000 more, so they're actually still gaining a bit of manpower. So are we. And our trustful vassal Syria is just sieging down provinces for us. Such a nice guy. This is a slow siege. I already missed cannons from my last playthrough with France. That just makes war so much easier when you can get up that +5 bonus from having full cavalry. Oh, he just got a power up because he stopped there for a short second. Yeah, he is losing men. You can see it went down to 23.8. I guess it's not hurting his manpower too much. It's only like... it is actually 5% here, so that is quite a lot. So, just waiting for this siege. Watching him go around here. He's in woods right now, so I don't want to be attacking him in woods. If he goes back to Macedonia at some point, I might want to attack him down there. This is so weird when the AI does this. Like if he stayed in Plovdiv, then he wouldn't take any more attrition, and he would get the income from this state, and he would loot and stuff like that. Instead, he's just like dancing back and forth and not getting anything, and losing manpower. Slowly but surely, we'll bleed him dry. That was actually a tactic developed by, I think it was an English general during World War I, where he was like, we'll just keep attacking them and bleed them dry. So, what could we get if we just take from them now? We could get 2 provinces. We need a lot of reasons because we would be fully annexing them. We'll get a lot from just occupying them. Like we have a ticking war score. Let's go check. Have a ticking war score of 5.2. So we gain 19.8 more, and furthermore, the higher they get in war exhaustion, the more likely they'll accept. But there's a big possibility that we can't get this peace without getting Hungary out of it. So let's see what we can do about that. Ooh, he's actually attacking now. Interesting. And he's locked. And into farm. Oh, it's farmland, so it'll be full attack with. So let's go down. And I remembered that I was trying to explain combat earlier in this series, but I didn't really get to it because the combats early on were so small. But we can definitely do it now. So first of all, you'll see that there's a limit to how many troops we can have on the front line. He only have, he has some troops back in the second line that isn't doing anything. This is called a combat width. Right now it's in farmlands it's the maximum width that's available, and it's governed by military technology, as you can see here. You gain combat width every so often, and I can't completely remember, and you would have to probably check out my guide video. I think I have the numbers there, but I think that it's the least advanced nation that decides the combat width. So you can't just be way more advanced and have like an extra wide combat width. It doesn't really matter though, because you can only fight the amount of soldiers that's actually on the front line. Those people here in the back, they can't do anything unless they're cannons. We don't have any of those yet. But anyway, as I explained earlier, this is infantry. The X's and these lines are cavalry, and they can attack. What you can see here, like an infantry can attack 3 different kinds people, and cavalry can attack 5. And these numbers also go up with technology, where they'll get more attack range. And it's not that they do damage to all of those, it's just that they are able to attack them. They actually only attack one guy every time, but it means that these guys here on the edge, that I have no one against, he'll be able to attack one of these guys, so he's attacked by 2 guys. So in that sense, it's a big difference. Then there is the whole roll thing. And he has a really good general here, a 4-4, so he gets a 4+ to every roll. And these rolls, I believe, is like in the sieges where they go from 1 to 12, or maybe only from 0 to 10. So getting a +4 bonus is really big. He'll only get a +3 though in the shock phase, but whatever. But right now we start out in the fire phase, and in the fire phase it is the fire pips of the units that make a big difference. And early in the game, no units have fire pips, so fire phase is kind of balls in the early part of the game. As you can see, if I unpause here, we'll do like almost no damage, but then we'll change to the shock phase. And this is where especially cavalry have a big advantage, and where all early game units are best, it's in the shock phase. So him having a good shock general will be bad for us. And we can see here we are losing almost 1,000 troops every tick. And every phase is 3 days long, so every phase there will be 3 rounds where you'll lose troops. So 1, 2, and then fire phase 1, 2, 3, shock phase 1, 2, 3, and we, by the way, we got the reinforcements, so that's why we actually are holding on in this war. And you will fight on until a certain amount of time has passed. I can't remember it, but we can take it out later. Where it will allow the enemy to flee, or until you destroy all of their moral. If you destroy all of their morals before they flee or get them below a certain threshold, then instead of just fleeing to wherever they want, they are broken and they retreat all the way back to their country. So we can't see it now, but he is broken. That's what this flag means. So he'll flee all the way back to some province in his country. Let's get our army split. As you can see, the army that reinforced almost didn't lose anything. This one was almost halved in size. And that's why you don't want to get caught out against the army that's bigger than you. Anyway, we're about that time where I'm gonna end this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It will help me out a lot, and hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day.